My beloved child, you prove it. You stayed. You didn't leave when it got quiet, when nothing dramatic was happening, when no one was watching. You remained when comfort whispered that you could walk away and nothing would change. But something did change. I saw it. And now I am asking you for 3 full minutes. Not because I need them, but because what happens in them will shape you. This is not casual. This is not symbolic. This is personal. Do not look away now. Do not soften your focus. Do not treat this as just another moment. I am not letting you go, because what happens next will mark you in ways you cannot yet explain. I am holding your attention not with force, but with purpose. You are here because you chose to stay, and staying has consequences, holy ones. When you stay with me, I speak differently. I watched you hold on when you could have let go. I watched you resist the urge to distract yourself, to escape the weight of closeness. Many step back when silence deepens. Many grow uncomfortable when my presence draws near without noise. What you didn't. You stayed. And now I am asking you to talk to me. Not with rehearsed words. Not with what you think sounds right. But with honesty. With whatever rises in you right now. These next 3 minutes will be more intense than you expect, not because they will overwhelm you, but because your heart is fully open. Openness always feels intense. When walls come down, truth has room to move. You are not being exposed to shame. You are being exposed to light. And light can feel strong when you are not used to standing in it. Most walk away when I draw close. They mistake closeness for pressure. They mistake stillness for emptiness. They mistake intensity for danger. But you didn't walk away. You leaned in without fully understanding why. And choice changed everything. Not because you earned something, but because you revealed something. You revealed that your heart is willing to stay present even when it cannot predict the outcome. I'm asking for your full attention. Not later. Not when you feel calmer. Not when life settles down. Now, attention is not about effort. It is about priority. Right now, you are choosing me over noise, over distraction, over avoidance. The choice matters more than you know. Heaven notices where your attention rests. I notice. What happened next shook you because it was real. Not emotional noise. Not imagination. Not hype. Real presence has weight. Real closeness stirs things you have kept quiet. You felt it because you were not protected by distance. And you need to hear this. You are safe here. Being shaken does not mean you are in danger. It means something true is touching you. You stayed longer than comfort allowed, and heaven noticed. Comfort always has a limit. It invites you to stay where you are. But you crossed that line. You stayed when it would have been easier to pull back. That is not small. That is not accidental. That is devotion revealed through presence, not performance. 3 minutes can reveal what years of noise could not. Years of busyness hide the heart. Years of routine blur awareness. But a few minutes of honest attention expose what truly lives inside you. That is why I ask for 3 minutes. Not to test your endurance, but to reveal your trust. You cannot fake presence. You cannot pretend through stillness. What you bring into these minutes is what you truly carry. I am not asking you to impress me. I am not measuring your words. I am listening to your heart. Silence speaks here. Breath speaks here. Even your hesitation speaks. Do not rush to fill the space. Let it breathe. Let yourself be known. I already see you, but I want you to realize that you are seen. You may feel a mix of emotions rising: fear, hope, relief, uncertainty. Let them rise. Do not push them away. This is what happens when you stop managing yourself and start being honest. I am not offended by your questions. I am not threatened by your doubt. I am close to you in it. You prove yourself not by doing something dramatic, but by staying. Staying when it was quiet. Staying when nothing was promised. Staying when there was no reward except my presence. That is why I am speaking to you now the way I am. This is not for everyone. This is for the one who stayed. Say, you're my eternal first love, Lord, if nothing else satisfies you. I am not letting you go because I see what this moment is doing in you. I see walls lowering. I see defenses softening. I see trust forming, not loudly but deeply. I will not rush you through this. I will not cut it short. Sacred moments are not hurried. You may be wondering why this feels so serious. It is because intimacy always carries weight. When you allow me close, things shift. Not all at once. Not violently. But deeply. This is the kind of moment you will remember later, even if you cannot explain why it mattered at the time. Talk to me now. Not with what you think I want to hear, but with what is real. If you are tired, say it. If you are confused, say it. If you are afraid, say it. If you do not know what to say, stay. Silence with me is still communication. Presence is still response. I am not measuring the clock. I am measuring connection. These 3 minutes are not about time passing. They are about trust deepening. Trust grows when you remain present without control. Trust grows when you allow me to lead the moment instead of managing it yourself. Stay with me. Do not rush past this. Do not downplay it. Do not minimize what is happening just because it is quiet. To the Mozabor and Mozar. This is one of them. You prove yourself by staying. Now talk to me. I am here. And I am listening. You proved it by staying. Not by speaking loudly. Not by promising anything. Not by showing strength that others could admire. You proved it by remaining when there was nothing pulling you forward except my presence. You stayed when it got quiet, when there was no rush, no reward, no clear outcome. And I want you to hear this clearly from me now. I saw that, and it mattered more than you know. I am affirming you not because you performed well, but because you stayed present. Presence is costly in ways action is not. Action can be driven by excitement, by pressure, by recognition. But staying requires trust. Staying means you were willing to sit with uncertainty instead of escaping it. Staying means you did not demand answers before offering attention. That kind of staying reveals the heart far more honestly than effort ever could. You did not know if anything would happen when you stayed. You did not know if I would speak, if the moment would feel meaningful, or if it would simply pass. And yet you remained. That is evidence of trust, even if you did not call it that at the time. Trust is not always confident. Sometimes it is quiet endurance. Sometimes it is simply refusing to walk away when nothing is being demanded and nothing is being promised. I notice who remains when nothing is asked of them. I notice who stays when there is no instruction to follow, no task to complete, no clear benefit to gain. Many are willing to act when they are told what to do. Few are willing to remain when there is only stillness. Stillness reveals motive. It reveals whether the heart is seeking me or merely seeking outcome. You stayed without knowing why it mattered, and that is why it mattered. You did not stay to earn favor. You did not stay to prove yourself. You stayed because something in you did not want to leave my presence, even when my presence was quiet. It tells me something deep about your heart. It tells me you value connection more than control. I am not impressed by noise. I am moved by attention. Attention is a form of love. Where your attention rests, your heart follows. In a world that constantly pulls at you, staying focused on me even briefly is a powerful choice. You made that choice not once, but moment by moment as you resisted the urge to drift away. You may think staying was small. You may feel it was nothing worth mentioning. But heaven measures differently than you do. What feels small to you often carries great weight with me because I see the cost behind it. I saw the distractions calling you. I saw the weariness pressing you. I saw how easy it would have been to step away and return later. And I saw you choose to remain. This was not about proving your worth. You have never needed to do that. This was about revealing your trust. Trust is shown not when everything is clear, but when you stay close even when it is not. You trusted that my presence was enough, even if nothing else followed. A trust is precious to me. I want you to understand something important. I am not affirming you to inflate your pride. I am affirming you to steady your heart. Pride looks outward for recognition. Trust looks inward for peace. I am not saying you are better than others. I am saying you responded honestly to this moment. And honesty is the soil where intimacy grows. Please support our channel. Our work is dedicated to bringing happiness into your life and fostering devotion to God. If you wish to support us, you can donate through Super Thanks. You did not stay because you felt strong. You stayed even while feeling unsure. You stayed while questions lingered. You stayed while emotions shifted. That kind of staying is not fueled by confidence. It is fueled by openness. Openness allows me to draw near without resistance. Many leave when nothing is happening. They grow uncomfortable with silence. They assume that if there is no instruction, no movement, no feeling, then nothing of value is occurring. But presence is not measured by activity. Relationship is not built on constant exchange. Sometimes it is built simply by being together. I noticed you when nothing was demanded of you. That is where sincerity shows itself. Anyone can respond when asked. Few remain when invited only into stillness. You remained. That is why I am speaking to you now with closeness. You created space for this by staying. I am building intimacy here, not by overwhelming you, but by letting you feel safe enough to remain. Intimacy does not rush. It does not pressure. It grows as trust grows. And trust grows when you realize you can stay with me without having to perform. You may be tempted to downplay this moment, to tell yourself it was nothing special. Do not do that. Not because you should feel proud, but because minimizing what matters will make you miss what follows. Sacred moments are often quiet. They do not announce themselves. They simply ask you to stay. You stayed when there was no applause. You stayed when no one would know. You stayed when comfort suggested leaving. That tells me your devotion is not dependent on visibility. It tells me you are learning to value presence over outcome. That learning will serve you well in what comes next. I am not storing this moment as a test you passed. I am receiving it as a gift you offered. A gift of attention. A gift of time. A gift of openness. Gifts given freely carry joy. I receive this with joy. You did not state perfectly. Your thoughts may have wandered. Your emotions may have shifted. That is not what I am measuring. I am measuring your willingness to return, again and again, to this moment instead of abandoning it. Returning is also staying. I want this to settle into you without pressure. Let it reassure you. You are not invisible to me. You are not unnoticed. Even the moments you think are ordinary carry meaning when they are shared with me. This chapter of staying sets the foundation for everything else. Not because it proves your strength, but because it reveals your heart. The heart that stays can hear. A heart that stays can be guided. A heart that stays can be trusted with deeper things. Remain here with me in this truth. You proved it by staying. And I am pleased, not because you did something impressive, but because you chose presence over escape. That choice will continue to shape you in ways you do not yet see. I asked you for 3 minutes because I wanted your focus, not your routine. I wanted your attention, not your history of effort. Long routines can be filled with habit, but focused moments are filled with truth. You know how easy it is to move through hours without really being present. You know how quickly words can be spoken while the heart is elsewhere. I did not ask for a long stretch of time because length does not measure devotion. Presence does. 3 minutes matter because they require choice. Anyone can stay busy for a long time. Anyone can repeat patterns they have learned. But to give focused attention, even briefly, requires intention. It requires you to quiet what competes inside you. It requires you to decide that, for this moment, nothing else takes priority. That decision reveals the heart more clearly than years of habit ever could. I was not testing your endurance. I was not measuring how long you could last. I was inviting you into presence. Divine testing has never been about how much you can do for me. It has always been about how close you are willing to stay with me. Endurance can be driven by pride. Presence is driven by trust. Endurance says, "Look how long I can go." Presence says, "I am here with you." And I asked for 3 minutes. I was asking for your undivided attention. Attention is costly because it cannot be divided. You cannot give it halfway. You cannot multitask it. Where your attention rests, your heart follows. That is why attention reveals truth so quickly. You cannot pretend for long when you are fully present. You either stay or you drift. You either listen or you escape. Long routines can hide the heart. They can become familiar, predictable, safe. You can go through them without awareness. But focused minutes expose what is really happening inside you. In those minutes, distractions rise. Resistance speaks. The thoughts pull. And still, you chose to remain. That is why those minutes carried weight. I chose 3 minutes because they feel small enough to accept and large enough to matter. They do not overwhelm you, but they ask something real of you. They remove excuses. You cannot say you did not have time. You cannot say it was too much. 3 minutes simply asked, "Will you be here with me fully?" There is sacredness in simplicity. Sacredness is not created by length or complexity. It is created by intention and presence. Those 3 minutes became sacred because you treated them as such. You did not rush them. You did not fill them with noise. You allowed them to be what they were meant to be, a meeting place. I wanted you to feel how powerful focused time can be. When you give me your attention, even briefly, things begin to align. Your breathing slows. Your thoughts settle. Your heart opens. You become aware of what you have been carrying. That awareness is not accidental. It is the beginning of clarity. Divine testing is not about proving strength. I do not test to see if you can impress me. I test to reveal what already exists inside you. Those 3 minutes revealed your willingness to stay present even when nothing was being demanded of you. They revealed your trust more clearly than 1,000 words could have. You may think 3 minutes are insignificant, but I have always worked through moments. I have always spoken through brief encounters that change direction. A moment of attention can realign a life. A moment of listening can reshape understanding. You not underestimate what I place inside small windows of time. I asked for 3 minutes because I wanted you to experience the difference between doing and being. Doing can distract you from being. Being requires you to stop managing and start listening. In those minutes, you were not trying to fix anything. You were not trying to perform. You were simply present. That presence allowed me to draw near without resistance. Type, I'm growing closer to you. Jesus, if His presence sustains you daily. Attention is the doorway to intimacy. Without attention, closeness cannot grow. You cannot build relationship while constantly looking away. By giving me 3 focused minutes, you opened that doorway. You showed that you were willing to set aside control and allow connection to form. I know your mind may have wandered during those minutes. I know thoughts came and went. That is not what I was measuring. I was watching your heart return. Each time your attention drifted and you brought it back, you chose presence again. That returning is part of staying. That effort matters. A sacredness of those minutes did not come from perfection. It came from honesty. You did not pretend you were calm when you were not. You did not hide what you felt. You allowed yourself to be seen. That honesty invited my closeness. I wanted you to feel anticipation, not pressure. Anticipation is the awareness that something meaningful is unfolding. Pressure demands performance. I never pressure my children. I invite them. Those 3 minutes were an invitation into something deeper, not a demand to prove anything. You may notice now that time feels different when you are fully present. 3 minutes can feel full, rich, alive. That is because presence stretches time in a way distraction never can. When you are present, you are actually there. That is where life happens. I am teaching you something important here. You do not need long stretches of effort to stay connected to me. You need focused moments of attention. Those moments, repeated over time, build a life of awareness. They train your heart to listen even when the world is loud. I asked for 3 minutes because I wanted to show you how accessible I am. You do not need to rearrange your entire life to meet with me. You need to be willing to give me your attention when I ask. That willingness opens doors you did not know existed. Do not rush past what those minutes revealed. They showed you that you are capable of presence. They showed you that you can stay with me without fear. They showed you that intimacy is not as complicated as you once thought. It begins with attention. Let this build anticipation in you, not anxiety. Anticipation that if 3 minutes can carry this much weight, What could happen when you choose presence again? Anticipation that your life can be shaped by moments of focus rather than seasons of strain. I am not finished with you. These minutes were not an ending. They were an opening. They were a doorway into deeper awareness, deeper trust, deeper closeness. And now that you know the weight of focused time, you will begin to notice how often I invite you into it. Remember this. I asked for 3 minutes because I wanted your heart, not your schedule. I wanted your presence, not your performance. And you gave it freely. That is why those minutes mattered. That is why they were sacred. And that is why what follows will unfold with purpose. Most walk away here, my child. Not because I push them away, not because they are weak or unloved, but because silence becomes uncomfortable when it asks for closeness. When words slow down, when instructions stop, when nothing obvious is happening, many assume nothing important is taking place. They mistake quiet for emptiness. They mistake stillness for absence. And so they leave. I have watched it happen countless times. The moment my presence draws nearer, the moment the noise fades and the heart begins to feel seen, something in them tightens. Silence begins to feel heavy. The space between us feels too exposed. They look for something to do, something to fix, something to distract themselves. Leaving feels easier than staying, because staying requires honesty. Silence deepens awareness, and awareness can be frightening when you are not used to being known. In the quiet, there is nowhere to hide behind activity, no task to perform, no role to play. The heart becomes visible, even to itself. Many are not afraid of me. They are afraid of what they might discover about themselves when they stop running. Closeness asks for vulnerability. It asks you to be present without armor. It asks you to let go of control. For many, that feels unsafe. They have learned how to manage life by staying busy, by keeping things moving, by never lingering too long in one place. Silence threatens that control. It invites surrender. And surrender feels like loss when trust has not yet grown. This is why many walk away right here. Not because they do not care, but because intimacy feels unfamiliar. They know how to work. They know how to perform. They know how to follow rules and complete tasks. But they do not know how to simply be with me without an agenda. So when the moment asks for presence instead of action, they feel unprepared. I do not judge them for leaving. I understand the fear. I see the wounds that taught them closeness is dangerous. I see the disappointments that made them guard their hearts. I see the pressure they have carried to always be strong, always be composed, always have answers. Silence threatens those defensive, and so they retreat. But you did not. You felt the same silence. You felt the same exposure. You felt the same urge to pull away, to fill the space, to escape the intensity of being seen. And yet you stayed. Not because you were fearless, but because something in you chose trust over comfort. The choice required courage, even if you did not name it that way. Staying when silence deepens is not easy. Silence amplifies thoughts. It brings feelings forward. It removes distractions that normally protect you from yourself. To stay in that space is to say, I am willing to be here, even if I feel unsure. That willingness is rare, and it is precious to me. Many resist intimacy because intimacy requires surrendering the image they have carefully built. In closeness, they cannot present only their strengths. They cannot hide their doubts. They cannot edit their emotions. They fear that if they are truly seen, they will be rejected. So they keep distance, believing it is safer. Distance feels controllable. Intimacy feels unpredictable. You step past that fear, even if only by staying still. You did not demand reassurance before remaining. You did not ask me to prove anything first. You stayed without guarantees. That reveals a heart that is learning to trust not outcomes but presence itself. I want you to understand this without pride and without shame. Your staying was not about being better than others. It was about being honest. Others walked away because they were protecting themselves. You stayed because you were willing to be seen. That difference matters, but it is not a competition. It is simply a reflection of where the heart is willing to go. Closeness is not loud. It does not announce itself. It grows quietly, in moments like this, where nothing dramatic happens outwardly, but everything is shifting inwardly. Many miss these moments because they are looking for noise, for signs, for movement. They believe something important must feel obvious. But intimacy often feels subtle at first. It feels like stillness. It feels like quiet attention. Resistance to intimacy often disguises itself as practicality. People tell themselves they do not have time, that this is not productive, that they will return later. But later rarely comes in the same way. Intimacy does not wait for convenience. It appears when the heart is open enough to stay, even briefly. You did not fully understand what was happening when you stayed. You may have felt confused, unsure, even a little exposed. That is normal. Intimacy often feels that way at first. It stretches you beyond what feels familiar. But you did not let that discomfort drive you away. You let it settle. You breathed through it. You allowed me to remain close. That is courage, even if it felt quiet. I am affirming you now not to elevate you above others, but to ground you in truth. You did something meaningful by staying. You chose presence over avoidance. You chose honesty over control. You chose closeness over comfort. Those choices shape the heart in lasting ways. Many believe courage looks loud and bold, but there is a quieter courage that is just as powerful. It is the courage to remain when you could leave. The courage to listen when silence speaks. The courage to be seen without knowing what will happen next. That is the courage you showed. I want you to feel validated here, not proud. Validation says, what you felt mattered. Pride says, I am better. I am not calling you better. I am calling you brave. Brave enough to stay when others step back. Brave enough to let closeness happen without controlling it. You may wonder why I speak of others at all. It is not to separate you from them. It is to help you understand the weight of your choice. When you realize how many walk away at this point, you begin to see that staying carries significance. Not because it earns favor, but because it deepens relationship. I am not withholding myself from those who leave. I remain available. But intimacy cannot be forced. It requires consent. It requires willingness. It requires staying. You consented by remaining. You said yes without words. Let this truth settle gently into you. You did not imagine this moment. You did not overestimate its importance. Something real happened here, and it happened because you stayed present when silence deepened. Do not fear closeness now. You have already stepped into it. You are safe here. I am not exposing you to harm. I am inviting you into understanding. Intimacy with me is not meant to overwhelm you. It is meant to steady you, to ground you, to remind you that you are known and accepted. You did not walk away when many do. That does not make you superior. It makes you available. And availability is where relationship grows. Stay with me in this awareness. Let it reassure you rather than elevate you. You were brave enough to stay, and I honor that. Not with applause, but with presence. Not with pressure, but with closeness. And what grows from here will be shaped by this simple, powerful truth. When silence deepened, you remain. My child, during those minutes when you stayed, I was watching not with judgment, not with distance, but with closeness and care. I was not listening for perfect words. I was not measuring how calm you sounded, or how strong you appeared. I was looking at your heart, and what I saw mattered deeply to me. I saw the struggle inside you. I saw how your thoughts moved back and forth, how part of you wanted to stay while another part wanted to retreat into what feels safe. I saw the tension between trust and fear, between openness and self-protection. You were not steady the whole time. You were not certain the whole time. And that did not push me away. That drew me closer. Struggle does not offend me. Pretense does. And you did not pretend. I saw your honesty before you ever spoke a word. I saw the way your heart slowed when you realized you could not hide here. I saw how you stopped trying to manage the moment and simply let it be what it was. That honesty was not loud. It did not announce itself. But it was real. And real honesty is more precious to me than flawless behavior. I saw your vulnerability. You allowed yourself to be seen without knowing what would happen next. You did not armor yourself with excuses or explanations. You did not rush to impress me. You allowed your uncertainty to exist in my presence. That takes courage. Vulnerability always does. And vulnerability is not weakness. It is strength that trusts me enough to lower its guard. I saw sincerity where you may have seen flaws. You noticed your wandering thoughts and felt insecure about them. You noticed your emotions shifting and wondered if you were doing something wrong. But I was not looking at those things the way you were. I was looking at your motive. And your motive was clear. You wanted to be with me. You wanted to stay. You wanted to listen. That desire outweighed every imperfection you noticed. I do not see the way humans see. Humans listen to words. I look at the heart behind them. Humans focus on performance. I focus on intention. You may judge yourself by how focused you felt or how calm you appeared. I judge by something deeper. I saw a heart that kept returning, even when it wandered. I saw a willingness to remain, even when you felt unsure. That is sincerity. You did not need to impress me with eloquence. You did not need to explain yourself clearly. I already knew what you were carrying. I knew the questions you did not have words for. I knew the fears you tried to quiet. I knew the hope you were careful not to name too loudly. Nothing about you was hidden from me in those minutes. And nothing I saw made me withdraw. I saw how you were aware of your own vulnerability. That awareness made you feel exposed. But exposure in my presence is not danger. It is safety. You were not exposed to be harmed. You were exposed to be understood. There is a difference. I do not reveal the heart to shame it. I'm growing closer to you. Jesus, if His presence sustains you daily, share this video. My child, stop everything. Yes, you. Right now, wherever you are, pause. We need to talk. There's something heaven hath been waiting to tell you, and it cannot wait any longer. This moment is sacred, and these next few minutes will shift the direction of your life. I'm not asking, I'm calling. So don't walk away. Don't scroll past. This is divine. This is urgent. This is me. I have seen how tired you are. I have watched you wake up each day and push through the pain, the fear, the doubts. You've had days where you smiled in front of others, but inside, you were crying. You've had nights where sleep would not come, and your thoughts felt like a storm that would never end. And even when you prayed, even when you whispered my name, it felt like I was silent. But I was not. I was there. I was with you in the dark. I heard every word. I counted every tear. I never looked away. You may feel like no one understands what you're going through, but I do. I understand the pressure. I understand the loneliness. I understand how hard it is to keep going when everything inside you feels empty. But my child, I did not bring you this far just to leave you now. I did not rescue you, protect you, and carry you all this way only to turn my face away. No, David, I am still here. I have not changed, and I still have a plan for your life. Yes, you have made mistakes. You have struggled. You have doubted. But I never loved you because you were perfect. I loved you because you are mine. You are my creation. You are my joy. You are my beloved. And nothing you've done, nothing you face, nothing that's been said about you can change that. You've been strong for so long. But now, I want you to rest. Not just physically, but in your soul. Rest in me. Let go of the fear. Let go of the guilt. Let go of the pressure to fix everything on your own. I never asked you to carry it all. That was never your job. That's why I came. That's why I gave my life so you wouldn't have to be crushed by this world. My child, I see how people have hurt you. I see the betrayal that still stings, the words that still echo, the rejection that made you question your worth. I want you to know it wasn't your fault. Their actions came from their own wounds. Their choices do not define you. The rejection did not mean I rejected you. In fact, while they walked away, I came closer. While they broke your heart, I held the pieces. While you were wondering if you mattered, I was watching over you with love that never stopped flowing. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are not too broken, too far gone, or too late. I am the God who restores. I bring beauty out of ashes. I bring healing to the deepest wounds. I turn pain into purpose. And that's what I'm doing right now. Even as you listen, I am working in your heart. Even if you don't feel it, I'm moving. Even if you don't see it, I'm preparing a way. So don't give up. Don't stop now. Don't believe the lie that says nothing will ever change. I am the God of change. I am the God of miracles. And I haven't forgotten the prayers you prayed in tears. I haven't overlooked the promises I gave you. What I said I will do. My word is sure. My timing is perfect. And the season is shifting. You're about to see doors open that no man can shut. You're about to step into healing that no doctor could bring. You're about to walk in peace that makes no sense to the world around you. But first, you must trust me again. Let go of control. Let go of needing all the answers. And just rest in me. My beloved, don't let the enemy steal this moment. He wants you to walk away. He wants you to doubt. He wants you to believe that this message is for someone else. But he is a liar. This is for you. This is me, Jesus, speaking straight to your soul. I called you here because I'm about to shift things in your life. And if you will believe, if you will just open your heart, I will do what you thought could never be done. I know there are things you don't talk about. The quiet fears. The hidden shame. The thoughts that say I'm not enough or I've messed up too much. You try to push those thoughts away, but they return. They whisper in your mind when you're alone, when no one sees you. But I see you. And I want you to know, right now, those thoughts are not from me. I never called you broken. I never called you a failure. I never said you're not worth it. That voice is not mine. Say amen if you believe you're chosen and loved. My voice speaks love. My voice calls you worthy. My voice reminds you that you are forgiven, that you are chosen, and that you have a purpose. Even when you don't feel strong, I see strength in you. Even when you fall, I don't walk away, I reach to lift you up. The road hasn't been easy. I know that. You've been through things that many would not survive. But you're still here. That means something. It means you had a future. It means I still have more for you. If your story was finished, I would have called you home. But I haven't. Because I'm not done with you. You may think you've wasted too much time. You may think your best days are behind you. But I tell you the truth, your best days are ahead. What's coming is greater than what hath been. The pain will not be the last chapter. Joy is coming. Hope is rising. I am doing a new thing, even now. There are blessings I have prepared for you that you can't see yet. I've placed people in your path who will love you with no agenda. I've opened doors that are about to swing wide. You will see me make a way where there was no way. Not because you earn it, but because I love you. Don't try to understand everything right now. Some answers will come later. Some things only make sense when you look back. For now, just stay close to me. Let me lead you. You don't have to figure it all out. I already have. And listen, my child, don't carry the pain of the past into this new season. Let it go. That betrayal. Give it to me. That memory that still makes you cry. Lay it at my feet. That fear of being hurt again. Trust me to protect your heart. I am your healer. I am your defender. I will not let harm come to you without using it for good. I know you've been asking, when will it change? And I say to you, the change begins now. Not because everything outside of you shifts in an instant, but because I'm shifting something inside of you. I'm restoring your peace. I'm renewing your mind. I'm refreshing your soul. Let me love you the way you need to be loved. Let me show you what true peace feels like. Let me quiet the noise in your thoughts and calm the storm inside your heart. And my child, don't walk this alone. I'm placing people in your life who will walk with you, pray with you, believe with you. People who won't judge your past but will fight for your future. But you must be willing to open up. Be willing to let love in again. I see the tears, the ones you tried to hide, I see the questions in your heart. But hear me, nothing about your life has been a mistake. I can use it all. Even the pain. Even the delay. Even the mess. I can use it to create something beautiful. You are not alone. You never have been. Every dark place, I was there. Every silent cry, I heard it. Every time you thought about giving up, I was the one holding you up, even when you didn't know it. Now I say to you, arise. Lift your head. You are not forgotten. You are not finished. You are mine. And I love you more than words can ever say. My beloved child, I will keep speaking. Let every word go deep into your heart, because I am not just talking, I am healing. I am restoring. I am calling you back into peace. You've been carrying so much. Worry about tomorrow. Fear about money. Sadness over people who left. Pain over things that didn't work out. You keep asking, what if it doesn't get better? But my child, I want you to know it will. I am here now. I have always been here. And I am telling you with all of my love, it will get better, because I am with you. You don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to be strong all the time. You don't need to pretend everything is okay. Just bring your heart to me. Broken, tired, confused, it doesn't matter. I want all of it. I want all of you. Not just the good parts. I love you when you're smiling, and I love you when you're crying. I love you when you feel brave, and I love you when you're scared. Nothing changes my love. You've tried to do things on your own. You've tried to fix yourself. But child, that was never your job. It's what I do. I fix what is broken. I bring light into darkness. I bring peace into chaos. Let me do that for you. Please support our channel. Our goals is to bring happiness in your life and to bring devotion and reverence towards God. And if you want, you can donate us through the super thanks button down below. Maybe you feel far from me. Maybe you think you've gone too far or done too much. But hear me, I have not turned away. I'm still standing right beside you. I never left. All it takes is one whisper, one prayer, one moment, and I'll flood your heart again with my love. You don't need to earn it. Just receive it. I see how you look at others and think they're stronger, better, more loved, but that's not true. You are just as special. You are just as chosen. You are just as loved. I made you with care. Every part of you was made by my hands. You are not a mistake. You are a miracle. Don't let your past lie to you. Don't let fear tell you it's too late. It's not too late. I still have good plans for you. You still have time. You still have a future. You still have a purpose. If only you could see what I see, you would smile again. There are blessings already on their way to you. You may not see them yet, but they are coming. Doors will open. Healing will flow. Answers will come. Just hold on a little longer. Keep trusting. Keep hoping. Keep looking up to me. And child, don't be afraid to let go. I know it's hard. I know you're scared to lose control. But you don't have to carry everything anymore. Give it to me. I am strong enough. I am good enough. I am close enough. I will hold what you can't hold anymore. You are safe with me. No one understands you like I do. No one loves you like I do. No one will ever care for you the way I care. So come, rest your heart. Let go of the fight inside. Let me take your hand and lead you. You don't need to try so hard to be enough. You already are. You are enough because I say so. And what I say is truth. You have been waiting for answers, waiting for a sign, waiting for a thing to change. And you've been asking when, Lord, when will it happen? My child, I know how hard it has been to wait. I know how tired your heart feels. I know how many times you have looked around and wondered if anything will ever change. But I tell you now, your waiting is not wasted. Even while you wait, I am working. I am preparing things for you, things that you cannot see yet. I am putting the right people in place. I am opening doors you didn't know existed. I am making the crooked path straight. You may not see it yet, but you will. You will see the goodness I have promised you. You see only what's in front of you. But I see the full picture. I see where you've been. I see where you are. And I see where I'm taking you. And child, where I'm taking you is good. It is full of peace, full of joy, full of healing. You will laugh again. You will dream again. You will feel strong again. I have not forgotten the promises I made to you. I do not lie. I do not change my mind. What I said I will do. Even if it has taken longer than you hoped, I am still faithful. My timing is perfect, and I know exactly when to release the blessing. But I need you to do something very important. I need you to keep believing. I need you to trust me even when it feels like nothing is happening. I need you to speak hope over your life, even when you feel empty. Your faith moves mountains. Your prayers open doors. Your worship breaks chains. I know it's not easy. I know some days you feel like giving up. But I am here to lift you. You are not weak for feeling tired. You are not bad for feeling unsure. You are human. And I understand you more than anyone ever could. So lean on me. You don't have to walk this road by yourself. I am your strength. I am your helper. I am your father. I will not let you fall. And child, don't compare your life to others. Don't think you are behind just because someone else got their breakthrough before you. Their path is not your path. I made you for something different, something beautiful. And your time is coming. Your moment will arrive. And when it does, it will be more than you imagined. Stay close to me. Talk to me. Even if all you can say is help. Even if all you can do is cry, I understand every tear. I feel every ache in your chest. And I promise you this. I will not leave you in the pain. I will bring you through. So take one more step. Breathe one more breath. Don't give up. Something good is coming. You will not stay stuck forever. You will not stay broken forever. You will rise. Because I am the one holding you up. My beloved child, the story is not over. The light is not gone. You still have a reason to hope. My child, I will keep speaking. Let these words be like water to your dry soul. Let them remind you that I am not far, I am near. You have done your best to stay strong. You've tried to smile, even when everything felt heavy. You've kept going, even when you felt like falling apart. And I want you to know I see that. I see the quiet strength it takes to wake up and face the day when your heart is hurting. I see the faith it takes to trust me when you don't understand why things are the way they are. And I am proud of you. Yes, I am proud of you, not because you have done everything right, but because you haven't given up. You are still here. You are still standing. That matters more than you know. Sometimes you feel small. You look at yourself and wonder, what difference can I make? But my child, you are more powerful than you think. When you speak kindness, when you show love, when you choose to believe, I see it. I honor it. You carry my light even when you don't feel it. You are making a difference, one small step at a time. You may not hear applause. You may not get thanks. But I see it all. And I will reward you. What you do in secret, I will honor in the open. What you have prayed behind closed doors, I will answer in front of many. I never forget what you do for me and for others. Now listen to me, there is no sin too great that I will not forgive, and no failure too big that I cannot redeem. I want your heart, and Saul, not your perfection, not your performance, just your heart. Come to me as you are, with the pain, with the fear, with the doubts. I will not turn you away. I never have. When you feel like you've gone too far, remember this: I run to you, not from you. I came to save you, not to punish you. I came to heal, not to harm. My love is a shelter, a safe place, a home for the weary, and that is what I am offering to you right now. Let go of the guilt. Let go of the shame. Let go of the thought that you have to earn my love. My love is free. It is full. It is forever. And I want to speak this over you. Peace. You peace. Not the kind the world gives, but the kind only I can give. Let it fill your heart. Let it quiet the fear. Let it calm your mind. You don't need to be afraid of what comes next. I am already there. I will go before you. I will walk beside you. I will never leave you. Child, some things may not make sense right now. Some things may feel unfair. But trust me, nothing is wasted. I will use everything for good. Even the pain. Even the waiting. Even the silence. I am writing a story with your life, and the next chapter is full of light. Just keep holding on. Keep trusting. Keep listening to my voice, not the voice of fear. I will carry you when you are tired. I will guide you when you are lost. I will comfort you when you are broken. I know you've been hurt deeply by people you trusted. You felt the sharp pain of betrayal. You wondered, why did they do this? Why did it happen to me? You keep replaying the moments in your mind, wishing you could change it. But child, listen closely, none of this was your fault. Their actions came from their own broken hearts. Their words and choices do not define who you are. Only I can do that, and I call you loved, forgiven, and valuable. I understand betrayal. I felt it too. Remember, even those closest to me walked away. One of my own friends handed me over to those who hurt me. I felt the loneliness of being left behind. But that was not the end of my story, and it's not the end of yours, either. I turned pain into victory, betrayal into hope. And I will do the same for you. Don't hold on to the hurt. Forgive not because what they did was okay, but because forgiveness sets your heart free. Let me heal that place inside you. Let me fill the emptiness left behind. Pomandamon, if your heart is ready to receive more of him. My child, don't be scared to trust again. Yes, trust carefully. Trust with wisdom. But don't close your heart. There are people who will love you genuinely, who will honor you, and who will be faithful friends. I am bringing them into your life now. Be open to receiving them. I also see the worries that weigh heavy on you. The fear about money, about your family, about the future. You lay awake at night, thinking, wondering how everything will work out. But I want you to rest now. Give me those burdens. I promise to provide. I promise to guide. I promise to care for you. Don't let worry steal your joy today. Trust me with tomorrow. I will not fail you. I have everything you need, and I will give it to you at just the right time. Your life is safe in my hands. And my child, I see the dreams you've tucked away in your heart. The ones you've almost forgotten because they seem impossible now. But let me remind you, nothing is impossible for me. If I put that dream in your heart, I will bring it to pass in my perfect timing. Don't give up. Don't bury the dream. Keep believing. You may not understand my ways right now, but soon you will see how perfectly I was working things out. You will see how I brought good from every hard moment. And when you finally see it, you will smile and say, God was faithful, just as he promised. Child, listen, your heart is precious to me. Protect it, but also keep it open. Keep loving. Keep forgetting. Keep trusting. And above all, keep walking with me. I will never lead you wrong. I will never abandon you. I will always love you deeply. Yes, my child, let me continue speaking gently to your heart. Sometimes you feel alone even in a room full of people. You wonder if anyone really sees you, if anyone truly understands how you feel inside. But my child, you are never unseen. I always see you. I always notice you. Even when others overlook you, I never do. I know every feeling, every thought, every struggle. You don't have to explain yourself to me. I understand you completely. You have days when you feel weak and tired. You think you should be stronger, braver, better. But I never asked you to carry this load alone. I never expected you to face life without me. My strength is yours. My peace is yours. My courage is yours. Just ask, and I will help you. I am always near, ready to comfort, ready to hold you, ready to help you rise again. You don't need to pretend you're okay with me. I want your honesty, even if it feels messy or confusing. Bring your real heart to me. I will never reject you. I will never push you away. And my child, please know this: your life matters deeply. Your presence here makes a difference. You might not always see it, but your kindness, your prayers, your quiet strength, they touch lives. You are making a difference even when you don't see it right away. Don't stop being you. The world needs exactly who I created you to be. I know you feel the pressure to be someone else, to be better, to be different. But I made you unique. I created you exactly as you are, and you are enough. Stop comparing yourself to others. They have their own journey. Yours is beautiful in its own way, even with its struggles and imperfections. I also see the questions in your heart, the why questions. Why did it have to happen? Why didn't things work out? Why is this taking so long? It's okay to ask those questions. But even when you don't get clear answers right away, trust my heart. Trust my love. Trust that I know what I'm doing, even if you don't yet understand it. Remember, child, I can see things you cannot. I see beyond today, beyond this pain, beyond this struggle. I see the joy coming. I see the blessing ahead. I see the healing I am bringing to your life. Hold on to that truth. Better days are coming. Your pain will not last forever. You are stronger than you realize, not because you never break, but because every time you break, you keep getting back up. I am proud of your courage, proud of your persistence, proud that even when you felt like giving up, you chose to keep going. My child, let today be the day you choose to trust me again fully. Let today be the day you put your worries into my hands. Let today be the day you rest your weary heart. I will take care of you. I promise. And as you continue to listen, feel my peace filling your heart. Feel my presence drawing close. Know that right now, at this moment, I am healing you, renewing you, and lifting you up. You are my child, and nothing will ever change the truth. Yes, my dear child, I will keep going. I want you to feel my love in every word I speak. I see how hard you try to do the right thing. I know you want to live a good life. I know you want to make me proud. And you are. Even when you think you're failing, even when you feel like you're falling behind, I see the effort. I see the little things you do, how you care for others, how you try to forgive, how you pray even when it's hard. These things matter. They mean more to me than you know. Sometimes you feel like your progress is slow. You feel like you're stuck. But growing takes time. Healing takes time. You are not behind. You are right where you need to be. Every step you take, even the small ones, are leading you forward. Don't be afraid of slow progress. I'm not rushing you. I'm walking with you. Step by step. I will never leave you behind. And child, don't let your past keep hurting you. What's behind you is behind you. I have forgiven you. I have washed it all clean. You don't need to keep carrying the guilt or shame. Let it go. I don't see you as broken. I see you as beautiful. I see you as whole. You are not too far gone. You are not too damaged. You are not too late. You are mine, and I still have great things for you. There is more life ahead. More joy. More love. More moments that will take your breath away in a good way. Don't believe the lie that it's over for you. It's not. I have a future filled with hope. You will see it. Just keep walking with me. And when fear comes, speak my name. When doubt comes, remember my promises. When the night feels long, remember that morning always comes. Darkness cannot stay forever. Light is on its way. I am your light. I am your strength. I am your peace. You don't need to have everything figured out. Just stay close to me. Talk to me throughout your day. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me your feelings. I want to hear it all. I'm not tired of you. I never will be. I love to hear your voice. I love to be near you. And if you ever feel like you don't know how to pray, just speak from your heart. Even a whisper reaches me. Even a tear speaks louder than words. I understand it all. I am for you. I am with you. I am your safe place. Write amen if he's restoring what you thought was lost. So breathe deep. Let go of the heaviness. Take my hand again. We will walk this together. One day at a time. One step at a time. I am not disappointed in you. I am not angry with you. I love you with a love that never ends. I see the thoughts that trouble you, the quiet worries that you don't speak out loud. You wonder if you're doing enough. You wonder if you're on the right path. You wonder if I still have a plan for your life. And my answer to you is yes, yes, I still have a plan. Yes, you are enough. Yes, you are still on a path I have made, even if it feels unclear right now. Sometimes you think too much about the past. You ask yourself, what if I had done things differently? You replay moments in your mind, wishing you had made other choices. But child, I don't want you to live in the past. I am not holding your past against you. I am not counting your mistakes. I want you to look ahead with hope. I want you to know that I can still bring beauty from every broken piece. You are not stuck. Even when it feels like nothing is changing, I am still working. Even when the days feel the same, I am shaping things in the unseen places. I am moving people, ranging times, opening doors. You may not feel it right now, but you will see it soon. Just keep holding on. Before end this video, let's pray together. Heavenly Father, I come before you now, drawn by the stillness of a moment that feels set apart. With gentle light and peace surrounding me, I find my heart softening, becoming like open soil, ready to receive your presence. Lord Jesus, thank you for inviting me into this holy hush, where the noise of the world fades and your nearness becomes more real than anything else. I feel the warmth of your gaze upon me, like sunlight filtering through clouds after the rain, reminding me that I am seen, that I am loved, and that you are always near. Lord, in this quiet space, I bring you the things I cannot say aloud, the burdens I've carried for far too long, the worries that tire my mind, the questions that echo in silence. I offer them now to you. I don't need to be perfect here. I don't need to impress you. I only need to be real, and so I am. I ask you, Jesus, to meet me in this simplicity. Let your peace settle over my heart like a soft blanket. Calm my anxious thoughts. Replace my fear with trust. Help me to breathe deeper, knowing that you are in control and that I am safe in your hands. Jesus, teach me to notice your presence in the quiet moments, in the way sunlight dances across the floor, in the whisper of wind through trees, in the gentle rhythm of my own breath. Remind me that you are not only in the miracles and mountaintops, but in the small, sacred places too. May I never overlook the beauty of stillness, the strength in surrender, the healing found in simply sitting with you. Even when life is busy or uncertain, let this peace I feel now become my anchor. Let my life echo the stillness of this prayer, gentle, true, and filled with grace. And as I go forward, may I carry this sacred quiet within me, letting it guide my words, shape my actions, and deepen my love for others. Thank you, Jesus, for being the calm in my storm, the whisper in my chaos, the light that never fades. Amen. If this message touched your heart, type amen in the comments and share this